Hello, I'm Heath Ryan, and this is our 2011-2012 Stallion presentation. We've got 5 stallions, fantastic stallions, and the video is all about life at Ryans. It's the riders that we're producing, the work that we do, the training that we do, and 5 glorious stallions for this season.
A day in the life at Ryans does tend to start very early. 6 o'clock to be precise is the first lesson. Often it is pitch black. These are the staff lessons, and they do vary from young horses to horses starting to address the more advanced areas of training. The day dawns and life starts in terms of getting the facilities right. Of course, grading the arena, sweeping the stables, feeding the horses. Mucking out, unfortunately, is very much a part of Ryans. Mornings are also a time for the stud work. The mares are brought up. Sometimes up to 30 mares will go through the crush for the vet to inspect, and this is for follicle testing, preg testing, and of course weanling handling. And those mares that are ready to be covered are covered. The stallions, of course, getting hosed down after their morning activity. Most mornings clients are here inspecting horses with a view to buying or discussing training or discussing breeding or discussing competition or mapping out marketing options. All of this is very much a part of every day at Ryans. Training the horses will start, if I can help it, before midday. The dressage horses on the flat, and of course the young eventers on the cross-country course. Part of Ryans is probably the best cross-country schooling paddock in Australia, which includes state-of-the-art water fences, ditches from baby to Olympic standard, bouncers, banks, arrowheads and apexes. The breeding program at Ryans is a very serious aspect of our business. It is also a very serious aspect of us as riders developing horses which are more talented and capable than the horses being ridden by other competitors. The season 2011 to 2012, we are expecting 64 foals. The pasture is a major consideration, with sowing and pasture improvements going on all the time so that our youngsters grow up with just the very best balance of minerals and nutrients.
Yep, that's no problem at all.
All of our staff are very serious competition riders. Nevertheless, the office is critical, and staff members all have to develop office skills, which includes very accurate recording of daily stud activities of each mare in the breeding program. This is a huge task. Sweeping, handling youngsters, etc., is usually finished by midday. After lunch, most staff are involved with schooling and training with competition in mind. On a normal weekday at Ryans, we would expect to school some 50 horses each day. These horses will include youngsters just being broken to Grand Prix dressage horses to 4-star 3-day eventers. Gordon Bishop is based at Ryans and has been for 15 odd years and is a full-time breaker. Gordon has been longlisted for Australia in the past in 3-day eventing. Jump schooling happens indoors at night after all of the flat horses are finished. Dinner represents the end of the day, and this is a communal affair. Usually Rosie is in control here, so this is a bit of rare footage, with Rosie being away overseas at the time. In times like these, I will often be in charge of dinner, and this is of some concern to the staff. Some of the staff at Ryans have been with Rosie and me for up to 10 years. Staff members that ride at Grand Prix dressage level and staff members that ride at World Cup eventing level. We are very proud of our staff members here at Ryans.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a day in the life of Ryans, and this is 5 amazing stallions producing a cocktail of genetics that I think will be leaders not just on the Australian scene in terms of Olympic endeavour, but on the world scene. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Regardez-moi, And Regardez Moi would be the most winning stallion ever in Australia's history. He's black, he's 16.3, and he was born in 1996. His service fee is $3,850. He is the reigning Australian Grand Prix Dressage champion in 2010, 2011. And before that, in 2008, 2009, Regardez Moi was also the Australian Grand Prix Dressage champion. Regardez Moi has won some 30 Grand Prix Dressage tests along with many, many placings. He also has many wins in Intermediate 2, Grand Prix Freestyle and Grand Prix Specials. Now, the Regardez Moi progeny demand the premium prices on the Australian market, and the oldest progeny already winning at FEI level dressage around the country. This is Jive Magic. He's bay. He stands 16.3 hands high, and like Regardez Moi, was born in 1996. He has a service fee of $3,850, and that includes GST. Jive Magic is often described as the most powerful Grand Prix dressage horse in Australia. Jive Magic is Rosie Ryan's big hope for the 2012 London Olympics. Jive Magic has won Grand Prix dressage competitions at the biggest shows in Australia. Young stock by Jive Magic tend to be spectacular and have a great reputation from winning right from an early age. Jive Magic's oldest progeny are successfully competing at FEI dressage competition level. In actual fact, his very first foal ever was out of a salute mare called Shannon and was in turn called Jeff the Chef. Jeff the Chef today is a full-blown Grand Prix dressage horse in his own right, competing in the USA with Silver Martin. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starnberg, and he's black, 16.1 hands high, and he was born in 2005. Now, he has a service fee of $3,300, and this, of course, includes GST. Starnberg is an exquisite imported 30-day tested German licensed stallion. Starnberg is refined to look at standing still and refined to watch working. His paces are light and truly beautiful. Starnberg is by Sir Donohoe, and Sir Donohoe in turn is by Sandro Hitt. Sandro Hitt would be probably the most popular stallion ever in the history of the warm bloods the world over. VGR. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a stallion of the future. He's black, stands 16.1 hands high, and he was born in 2004. Service fee, $3,300, including GST. VGR is a beautifully bred imported stallion. VGR is a really wonderful type of horse and is winning handsomely up to and including medium level with young rider Brianna Teletsky in the saddle. VGR is by the amazing stallion Florencio 1. Florencio 1 was the world young horse dressage champion as a 5-year-old, and then he won those titles again as a 6-year-old. On the dam side, VGR is out of Hawaii, which is Trakehner bloodlines, and does explain his exquisite looks. Ladies and gentlemen, now this is very much the hidden stallion in the Ryans presentation, and he does come from fascinating bloodlines. Promise R is by Prestige, and Prestige is a Grand Prix dressage horse himself. Prestige is by Silvano N. Silvano N represented Holland, indeed was the cornerstone of the Dutch dressage team at the 2000 Olympics here in Sydney. On the dam side, it's fascinating. Promise R is out of AEA Fiona. Now, AEA Fiona is by a stallion called Fleming. Fleming was the most amazing Dutch stallion, and he was the sire of Ling, who Edward Gale rode to some amazing wins, including World Cup wins. Fleming was also the sire of Crack Sea, which Ankie van Grunsven rode to some fabulous Grand Prix wins for Holland. Promisor is an amazing dressage stallion, but he's also an amazing jumper. And we have been jumping him here at Ryans, and not just using him across our dressage mares, but we've snuck him back into a couple of Australian thoroughbred mares with a view of impacting on the eventing scene. He's a very interesting stallion. All of our stallions have a flying start in that the broodmare band available to Regardez Moi and our other stallions would be the best bred dressage broodmares in Australia and comparable with the best in the world. The young stock are really special. For those of you interested in the stallions, whether it be to send your mare to us or to look at our young stock, please get in touch with us. For those of you interested in becoming part of the program, because this isn't just about producing horses for the Olympics, but we're very involved in producing riders for the Olympics, please get in touch with us. For those of you who would like to come and just visit this wild concoction of dreams in action, you're very welcome. Or if you have any other inquiries, please feel free to contact us on info@ryanshorses.com.au or my mobile 0417 656 636. Thank you.